So you're going in here, Desmos, you can see the name. I don't know where that come from, but that's the name they have, Desmos. And you go into the math tool. It's pretty good tool. You got, say, you can use as a graphing calculator, scientific calculator, and full function calculator. You can also do some test practice. Then you have geometry tool, and you got 3D calculator. So this is a pretty cool website. And so I'm going to use the graphing calculator. And so that gave me the coordinate. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to solve system of equations. So system equations are basically have two or more linear equations or other kind of equations put together. So for example, xy equal to 3 and 2x plus y equal to 4. Now, how do we solve this one? First of all, we need graphing it. Now, this is called standard form of linear equation. We know it's going to be a line, but the form we use there to describe the line is this form is called standard form. And so we're going to change that to slope-intercept form, which we learned last week. Now, standard form is kind of like this: a number times x plus a number times y. So both variables is on the left-hand side of the equation. Then we got a number on the right. Now, slope-intercept, we only have y on the left. Everything goes to the right. So this is mx plus c. This is our slope. This is our y-intercept. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to change this form to that form. Now, to change it, we have to follow the rules of algebra. So actually, algebra is not that it's not that difficult because the rules are pretty simple, and we really don't, I mean, just few rules. So first thing we want to do, we want to keep y on the left. So the y is already on the left. We just need to move x over. So to move that over, what we are doing here is to minus x on both sides. So this is called addition property of equality. Then on this side, x got canceled. So x disappeared on the left. And then it appeared on the right, minus x plus 3. So that is our slope-intercept form. So we did that. So that's first thing we do. And that basically we change it to this form, into this form. Now, we didn't change the equation. We didn't change the line. The line's still the same, but the form of the equation changed. On this one, we got y is equal to negative 2x plus 4. So y is equal to negative 2x plus 4. Now, in order to graphing it, we can just using 2 points. Now, the 2 points is really up to us. So this is our first equation. And this form is also called function form, is that y is a function of x. So we got 2 variables because x, y can take different values. And that's how you get the line out of it. Then x is something called independent variable. Independent variable. That means we can give any value to x. Now, once we settle on the value of x, then y value is fixed based on the relationship, this relationship. So if x is 0, then this is 0, then y is 3. Now we're going to pick another point, let's say 1. Then if that's the case, y would equal to negative 1 plus 3, that gives us 2. So we got 2. So 0, 3 will be right here. Then 1, 2, 1 is here, 2 is there. So therefore, we got the line like that. Now, in your case, you need to have a graphing paper and the ruler. For me, I don't have that, so I have to just using uh, uh, use my hand. Then choose here. We find the second function, x and y. Now, whatever we pick here on the x value, really just up to us. And because we had that freedom, then we can, of course, trying to do as simple as we can. So that's why I give x as 0. Now, you don't have to be a 0. It could be like 100, but I just like make your life kind of harder for you. So you've got 0, then this part is 0, then y is 4. Then we got y is 1, then -2 times 1 plus 4, that gave us 2. So we got 2. So we got 0 for here, and 1, also 2 right here. And so if you want to graph this line, basically we got 2 lines. The red line is on the top one, the blue line is on the second linear equation, but those two actually converge, the intersect, we call the intersect at one point. And that point is the solution for this system equations. You can see we got something like this, indicate this line and that line. We are trying to find the intercept, because only on the intercept, that point satisfies this equation, also satisfies this equation. So that's our solution. What's our solution? 1 and 2. So we write that solution as 1, 2. And this is, of course, our x coordinate. This is our y coordinate. Okay, are we good on this one? Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Grayson. Thank you, Roger. And Caleb. Very good. Now we're going to see another one. So in this case, we got 2x minus y equals to 1. Then we got 3x plus y equals to 9. So we're going to change that to slope-intercept form. That gives us y equal to 2x minus 1. And this one is y equal to -3x plus 9. Okay, we're going to have 2 points. We put, if x is 0, then on here, x is 0, then 0 minus 1 is -1. Then if x is 1, then we got 2 times 1, 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. We got this. And then we got another one. If we got 0, then y is 9. Well, I can see that it's kind of outside what I can see. So how do I do that? Well, we just pick a different point so that it's in the window of what we can see. So I can put this as, say, 1. Then we got -3 plus 9 is 6. Then I can plus 2, and that'd be -3 times 2 plus 9 is, just give out -6 plus 9 is 3. So those are in my window. So I'm going to do the first one. I'm going to use red on this one. So 0, -1 will be here. 1, 1, 1 is here, 1 is there. So then we can connect them. We got that. Then we're going to do another one. 1, 6 and 2, 3. 1, 6, 1 here, 6 will be there. And we got 2, 3, 2 is here, 3 is right here. So we can see how that connects. Now we can see we have a connecting points here. Now, because I draw like this, I probably can off. So now how do I do that to make sure? Fortunately, on this, we got basically we can type the equation in. So this case, I can type y equals 2x minus 1. You can see that we got the first line. 2x minus 1. Yeah, so can see that I was off. And then we got y equals to -3 plus 9. Okay, now it's kind of clear. Our actually, the point is here, the intersect. Now, if you use a graphing paper and a ruler, you can get that pretty close. And we can also, in the graph, we can see that our solution, that point is 2 comma 3. That means x on the intersection point, our x coordinate is 2, y coordinate is 3. And we can also verifying it by plugging this number to here, to our original equation and this equation. So we can see if x is 2, 2 times 2 minus 3, that's 4 minus 3, it is 1. So we check that. On that one, 3 times 2 plus 3, that's 6 plus 3, that's 9. So that works too. So this point has to work on both equations. Now, other points, it works just for one equation, but not the other. For example, this point, and not only work for this, which when x is 0, y is -1, but does not work for this one, because when x is 0, y actually is 9, so it doesn't work for. So this case only for one. Anything on the line only for work for this line. Any point on this line works for that line, but only just one point. Their intersection point that works for both. Okay, are we good on this one? Very good. Okay, so I have you work on the problem here. This is x minus y equal 2 and x plus y equal to 4. So you can just use plus y equals to 4. So you can just use a graphing paper and a ruler to do this, just like you did for graphing linear equations. Yeah, if you get answers, type on the chat. Yeah, make sure once you get your answer, you can always check and see if you get it right. Okay. That's all right. Yeah, if you don't know how to do this one, you can just type IDK. Okay, so okay, Roger, do well, we actually got X and Y. So what's the X value and what is Y value? Now remember, you guys learned how to solve the system equations before. So on this one, if you want to solve algebraic using algebra, we just said this, add this. What we got is 2x, negative y and y cancel. On this side is 6. So divide by 2, then x is 3. So we have that. Then we plug into either here or there to get y. So if you plug in the top one, 3 minus y equals 2, then minus 3 on both sides, then negative y is negative 1, then y is 1. So we got that. So we can easily solving it using algebra in this case. Now, of course, we're going to graphing it. In this case, now we go. Yeah, make sure you understand every step. So that way, then you'll be able to do this. Okay, so we're first thing going to change is change this one into the linear equation. So we got y equal to x minus 2. And on that one is y equal to minus x plus 4. Yeah, so knowing that, then we just pick up 2 points, x and y. So if x equals 0 for this one, change it to red, then if x is 0, then y is negative 2. If x is 1, then y is negative 1. Now, are we okay finding the 2 points for this line here? Yeah, if you could just give me thumbs up. If not, just raise your hand. Thank you, Mason. And Grayson and Roger, are you good? Okay. Okay, so now then we go x and y on this one. Okay, let's work on together on this one, okay? So that way I know you got that right. So now we're going to work on the second. If we got x and y, if I put x is 0, what is our y? And you can type on the chat there. Very good, Mason. Okay, Grayson and Roger, what's your answer? Roger, what's your answer? Well, we are doing this, trying to find the when if we know x, what's our y for our second function or second equation. Good. So if x is 0, what is our y? We'll plug that in here. If x is 0, then here is 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. We got that. Now, if X is, say, 2, what is our Y? You type the answer. Very good, Grayson. Good job, Mason. And so in this case, our X is 2, so negative X. So is -2 plus 4. Then we got 2. So we got 2 here. So that's the first step for us to find it. And then we're going to graph that. And so we got 0, -2. So 0, -2 will be here. So let's put this as red here. And 1 and -1. We got 1 here. -1 will be there. So we got line like this. And then we got 0, 4. 0, 4 is, let's do that blue. It will be here. And 2, 2. 2, 2 will be here. So we got line like that. And we're going to find the intercept. Okay. So, of course, when I use hand, it can be off. But it's close to this point, which is 3 and 1. Okay, let's check. And first one, we go Y equals to X minus 2. You can see that I was off a little bit, so it should be that point. And also Y equals to minus X plus 4. So the point is right there. So the point actually is connection here. So 3, 1. Okay, well, we can also check if 3, 1. We say this is our solution to this system linear equation. So 3 minus 1 is 2, that's good. 3 plus 1 is 4, that's good. So we both check. So this is our solution. Yep. Are we good on this one? Thank you, Mason. Thank you, Grayson. Okay. Let's try a couple more, okay? Just kind of help us to get this right. And we got X plus Y equals, say, 6, then X minus Y is 2. So what is our solution? So same thing, we're first going to change that to linear equation. Then we're just graphing it. Good job, Mason. Good job, Grayson. Yeah, Roger. No, actually, you you need to use a graphing paper and a ruler. So that can help you have to feel about this. Mhm. Mhm. Roger, need more time? Okay. Hello, Mason. Okay, so now let's work them together, okay? On this one, first of all, we have to rewrite this as uh, the slope-intercept form. So could you show me how do you write this to the slope-intercept form? Just on the chat. Yeah, just type out y equals to what? Very good, Roger. Mhm. Okay, make sure we got the symbol right. So it should be y equal to minus x plus 6 because we moved x over by minus x on both sides. So we got this. Now for the second one, what is our equation? Y equals to what? Well, make sure how we move this to the other side, okay? And also make sure the sign. Good job, Mason. And Grayson, what will be your
Isn't it y equals 2?
nope? Because we're going to move x over. So how do we do that? Because y equal to x2 is not it's not a function. We need to have there's x, okay? You don't drop the x. So we minus x on both sides, then y would be equal to uh negative y. So we got negative y equals to negative x plus 2. Then we have to get rid of negative sign. So by divide by -1 and on both sides. So that gives us x minus 2. So this is what we have, x minus 2. Oh, okay. No problem. Or another way you could do to make life easier is we can plus y on both sides. So as long as we follow the rule algebra, we can do whatever we want. Then we got x equals to 2 plus y, which is the same as 2 plus y equal to x. Then we minus 2 on both sides. So therefore y is x minus 2. Now, once we have that, then we just need to make the uh, make uh, the, the table xy. Now for this one, this top one, if x is 0, what is our y? Yeah, could you type on the chat? Very good, Mason. Okay, now we're talking about this function. So we got x, y variables. Now, if x is 0, what happened to y? And if you look at here, if x is 0, we got 0. So therefore, y is equal to 0 plus 6. So this is be a 6. Okay, are we good on this one? All right. So now we're going to looking at what happens if x is 2. What will be our y? Good job, Grayson. Good job, Mason. Yeah. Caleb, what's your answer? Okay, we're looking for this equation. We know that if x is 0, then 0 plus 6 is 6. So we got y. Now we say x is 2. Well, we got negative sign in front. So it'd be negative 2 plus 6. Now, negative 2 plus 6, that's 4. So we got 4 here. Okay. Now we're going to looking at the other one. X, y, second one. Yes. When x is 0, what's our y? Good job, Mason. Good job, Roger. We're looking at the second equation, okay? Good job, Caleb. We're looking at this second equation, not the top one. So when x is 0, then 0 minus 2. Well, that just gives us negative 2. We have that. Now, what happens if our x is 4? What will be our y? Good job, Caleb. Good job, Raji. Okay, Mason and Grayson. Hello, Mason and Grayson. What's your answer? You can type on the chat. Good. Oh, okay. All right. All right, you did. Sorry, Mason. Okay, this one, good job. So when x is 4, 4 minus 2 is 2. Now we have it. Now we have those 2 points. We of course we draw the red. 0, 6 will be here, the red, and 2, 4. 2, 4 will be here. So we draw a line like that. And then the green, what he have is 0, comma, -2, which is here, and 4, 2. 4 is here, 2 is there. Well, this is the same line like we did before. So this line, and actually intercept on here, and that is 4, comma, 2. If you can just look at here is 4, this is comma 2. Okay, now we can check. Let's see if that's correct. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Then 4 minus 2 is 2. So we are good. All right. So, all right, let's do one more together. We got 2x plus y equals to 2. Then x plus 2y equals to 4. So when we translate to the slope into that form, what would that be? You just type on the chat, okay? So it'll be y equal to what? And here, y equal to what? Yeah, make sure you got the sign all right. Mason and Grayson, what's your answer? Yeah, make sure we're talking about function, okay? So it won't be a number. It's y equals to something to do with x and something to do with constant. Mason, what's your answer? Very good. So basically to move 2x to the right-hand side, because this is a positive, so minus 2x on both sides. So that basically is 2 minus 2x, which we can write as negative 2x plus 2. So it means the same thing. Okay, let's write this one and see what we got. Very good, Mason. Okay. Sorry. All right. So on this one, what we got here is we minus x on both sides. Then we got 2y equals minus x plus 4. And then we divide by 2 on both sides. So you can see that when we do algebra, pretty much repeat the same process. If we want to move a term to the right-hand side, we either minus or add the same thing or minus the same thing. Or if we want to move like the coefficient at 2 times y, then we just divide by 2. So divide by 2 on both sides, then this side we got y. We got y here. And then, of course, that get separate both. So that gives us negative half x, then 4 divided by 2, and that is 2. So now we got those equations. Yeah, are we good on this one? Okay. Yeah, make sure you're really good. Okay, if you're not quite sure, you can always raise your hand because yes, Grayson?
I don't understand how to get the formula.
Which one? The bottom?
I don't understand like what you do after you have the y.
Are you talking about the first one?
Yeah.
Second one. Well, we got 2x plus y equal to 2. Now we need to move the 2x to the right-hand side, right? So to do that, we just need minus 2x on the left, but anything we did on the left, we had to do on the right. So therefore, we got y equals to 2 minus 2x, which we can write as negative 2x plus 2. Yep. Are we good? Yes, Grayson?
Yes.
Okay. Now, are you okay with the second one? How we did the second one? All right. So once we have that, basically we just need to plug in the numbers. Now, first one is pretty easy. We got xy. Then we say if x is 0, then it's negative 2 times 0, which is 0, give us 2. Now, if x is 1, we plug in here for the first one, negative 2 times 1 plus 2, that's negative 2 plus 2 is 0. So we got that. And then we got the other one, that's when x and y. When x is 0, that's easy. This times 0, 0, we got 2. And if we do 1, then we got negative half. So you're dealing with fractions. And to avoid that, you can just set x to 2. Then half times 2 is negative 1 plus 1 is 1. So knowing those 2 points, you just graph them and you find the intercept point. Okay, are we good here? Very good. So next week, we're going to do a review and then we'll have the and the quarter 3 test. Okay. All right. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.